You're watching TVC News at 10. Our attention is turned now to Ogun State, where the local government election held today. Joining me is Lanre Oyegbola, who's a politician. Thank you for joining us on the news this hour. What do you make of the voter turnout and conduct of the election that held earlier today in Ogun?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. I think that the election in Ogun State today has been peaceful. The conduct has been very, very impressive compared to previous election of this nature. I think also that the turnout has been quite impressive.
On the contrary, the Labour Party is saying that no election held and that majority of the people were largely disenfranchised. Are you in any way bothered with the trend with which the incumbent political parties sweeps all the local government seats in this election?
I mean, to be honest, right, there's nothing else that you would expect from a loser other than to find what you might call baseless excuses. Because if you say no election held, then that's a statement that is in absolute terms. And then that can itself be challenged significantly. Were there voter turnout? Yes. Did you get people on the queue? Yes. Did people cast their votes? Yes. Were the votes counted and collated? Yes. And so if someone who envisaged a loss or a failure, trying to cry ahead of time, it just signals to the fact that they knew that, of course, they had come to the table unprepared or not even ready for what they got themselves into. And the truth is, I don't believe that it's because the incumbent will always sweep. It's a function of preparation and of course, participation. And I think that this election has shown greatly that the incumbent party has significantly prepared and showcased that. If you go around the 20 local governments in Ogun State, it's obvious that nobody sat down folding hands. Everybody went out and vigorously campaigned. And I think what we are seeing it's an attestation to the fact that concerted efforts and serious work has been committed into the process of campaigning. So whatever Labour Party is saying, honestly, should not be taken seriously whatsoever.
I'm wondering how you react to concerns about a situation where local government elections aren't as competitive as a threat to the very independence that was won via the Supreme Court earlier this year. Do you think that incumbent government are able to manage this independence in a situation where they actually have the leadership of this tier of government underneath them?
I do not think that being independent is considerate on having oppositions. I do not think that is what promotes independence. I think that independence is a function of allowing the structures and systems of governance to effectively run as it should run. And then what are the things that guides this structure and systems of governance? When you have an election that the people had come out the way we've seen today to cast their votes based on their choice, and then you have allowed the process to go through without any form of intimidation, and then you ultimately would have all the councillors emerge, and then you have all of those tiers fully established, and that's where the independence will come from, in my view. I do not think that it is when you have opposition that you are able to guarantee independence.